We're here at John O'Quinn Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Arrington. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hits inside, it's Arrington. Crosses the 30. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They put the brakes on him.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. All over him immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Scanning the field, it's Harrison. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Williams. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll try the counter. They were all over it.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, and that ball is live in the backfield. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Kick is in the air. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really... He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing, Williams. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Harrison. They're all over it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Comes down, it's Davis. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
And we got something different, guys, here in the 2nd quarter. We got points, right? No points in the 1st quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. touchdown! Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Coming out with it, it's Drake. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Harrison. Throws to the wideout. Left side is King. He's loose. The 20. To the house. Touchdown, Cougar.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Cuts it upfield. It's Croma. There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's running free down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Missouri. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Got him quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move, it's Sanford. Moving past the 25. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Quarterback changing the play. Now on the move. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Long way to go on second down.
Red 18.
Going to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Moves the pocket. It's Harrison. Out wide right, it's Davis. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Arrington. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They go to the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout Houston, their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They boot it away. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Harrison. Looking to the big tight end. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Wants to go up top on second down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the return, the solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Williams. Rush right in his face. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
They've got to find a way to get this guy into a rhythm. Here we go. Starting the game, he's 1 for 7. They've got to find some easy completions, 3-step drops, RPOs, swing passes to the running back, something to get this guy some confidence because he's not playing with any right now.
Looking for space. It's Croma. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Third down, they need 12. Williams will pass. Hit as he throws, and he avoids the sack.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Fourth down, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Williams, look out! Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams to the air again. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
On the return, it's Drake. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Harrison. Unloads it left. Makes the grab, it's King. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 3 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Red Raiders looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Stop right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Third down from the gun, Williams. On the move. Out wide left, it's Huffman. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Croma. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Throwing, Williams. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Oh, pressure's coming. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Right side, it's Davis. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Arrington. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this.
He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Cougars will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quick give. It's Croma. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Here's Williams to throw. Fires left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. And you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. No room to bring it back. They'll start this drive from the 42. He's changing the play. Off play action on 1st down. Still looking to his right. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Running inside, it's Arrington. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's complete. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going to the run, it's Arrington. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cougars! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
This time on target. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Just smothered on the play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Send the tight end in motion. Williams. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
And I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Williams will pass. Back's got it on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Williams rushes on, and they got it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets a hand in there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sets his feet. It's Harrison. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
2nd and long here. Throwing, Williams. This time it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. It's Williams again. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
And dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They're facing a 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here's Williams to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 96, set to kick off.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws, to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Looking to throw at Harrison. They're all over him. Just got rid of that one.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down to the air. Left side is Davis. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Hits inside. It's Sanford. Defense all over him. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Davis. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driven back. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Big fella moving. Touchdown, Houston! Ho! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Williams. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it way down the field. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College